Hey everybody. Okay, I'm gonna try to run through this astrology really quick. And first of all, Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, screenplays, and broadcaster of astrology. Here to bring you your daily astrological update for Thursday, the 2nd. Okay, if you're watching this on Wednesday, the sun's energies that I talk about will apply to Wednesday as well, starting at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so we're talking about Thursday the 2nd. Okay, but the sun will be in Aries at 12 degrees until 1:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, which means, like I said, if you're watching this on Wednesday, starting at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, Wednesday, the sun will shift to 12 degrees of Aries, and it will stay there until Thursday at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Where you have placements between 9 and 15 degrees, you're affected by these energies. Under these energies, one can be making a drastic comeback, especially as it pertains to those who have been suffering from some type of trials, disappointments. They could find themselves in a good position. You can be getting a good job. You could be getting into a relationship. You could have a high position. Honors can be had. Finally, you're getting some sort of recognition. Some are achieving a government job or a position that pays well. Fulfillment is coming in. Recognition is coming in. Love, wealth, even fame for some people. Okay? Leo and Sagittarius placements, anywhere in your chart where you have placements between 9 and 15 degrees, this is great for you, especially if that's your rising sign. Gemini and Aquarius placements where you have placements between 9 and 15 degrees, this is great for you. Anywhere in your chart, okay, where you have placements between 9 and 15 degrees. This is good for all of the signs. I'm not going to go through every sign and how it's affecting you. If you want to look at my Facebook page at author Ray Taronic, I did a more detailed video there, and you can find out more about this, okay? But that's kind of that's basically what you're dealing with, okay, for that 24 hours. The next transit I want to talk about is a 1 hour and 55-minute transit by 7:04 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Thursday, the moon in Libra at 17 degrees will be sextile to Lilith and Sagittarius. This ushers in assistance and or opportunities that are given to you or you're offering it to someone else. Where you have placements in Libra, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aquarius, anywhere in your chart between 14 and 20 degrees, you're privy to this assistance and or opportunities or you're offering it. This is a wild child energy, and it speaks as to an intuitive, honest, emotional expression and a magnetic personality that feels intense but comfortably authentic, you know? One who challenges the social norms. Under these energies, one can be quiet, wise, hospitable. They can inspire affection or admiration. They can be peace-loving or a mediator. A conflict or hardship is solved or alleviated. For some, money and resources can be offered to you or gifted to you. Be discerning of allowing your eccentric, imbalanced, or manipulative behavior to take control. For others, you could be dealing with someone who is eccentric, imbalanced, confused, manipulative, or literally battling a mental disorder, especially if you're dealing with someone at a distance from you at school that has to do with education, skills, or some type of long distance travel, or within a relationship in general. Somebody could be confused or battling some sort of mental disorder, so beware of that, okay? Now, all day on Thursday, starting at 7:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury in Pisces will trine Jupiter in Cancer at 15 degrees. So if you have placements between 12 and 18 degrees of Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio anywhere in your chart, you're provided some type of luck or expansion. Under these energies, it's a blessing, you know, basically coming in for you. Under these energies, one can be a protective leader, or a protective leader can be providing you a blessing. Caring, shrewd, watchful, spying, understanding, noble, righteous, and or helpful. Because of this, an obstacle is easily overcome. Some are offering resources, knowledge, or finances to a child. These are very maternal, paternal energies. So a parent could literally be helping you, or someone who you see as a parent or a mentor. Determination, patience, hard work, and or tenderness are shown by someone else to help you move forward or see you in a successful position, or you're doing this for someone or for a child, okay? Just don't take someone's kindness for weakness if this is someone helping you, because it could be the exact opposite. So just be thankful that they are helping you. Now, the next transit I want to talk about is a 24-hour transit, and it starts on Thursday at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is where the sun will shift to 13 degrees of Aries, and it will stay there until Friday at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Where you have placements between 10 and 16 degrees, anywhere in your chart, you're affected by these energies. This is where one can be seen as refined, pure, faithful, generous, and aware of one's worth. Here, one can be respected and stand toe-to-toe with those who are powerful and high-ranking or in some sort of authority, okay? Probably because you gained that authority or that high-ranking or that job or position the 24 hours prior, okay? Some garner the protection, trust, and authority of those in authority. Noble deeds are rewarded, and you're attracting loyal friends. Success can be had under this 24 hours, especially for all placements between 10 and 16 degrees, particularly those between 10 and 16 degrees of Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, Gemini, and or Aquarius, anywhere in your chart. The others can see it as well, but it's really, really good for those placements that I named, okay? Check the astrology for a more on Facebook for a more detailed expression of what I'm talking about at my page at author E-Ray Taronic. The last transit I want to talk about is a 1 hour and 55-minute transit, and it starts at 4:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. At 4:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the moon in Libra at 22 degrees will be making a fated yet karmic aspect to Pallas and Pisces. Where you have placements between 9 and 15 degrees of Libra and or Pisces, you're affected by this unique challenge. This forces you to reconcile intuitive feelings with logical strategies. This may not be an easy resolution, but because it can require your strategic planning, your artistic creativity, your skills, your knowledge, or your wisdom, but it can be had. Under these energies, one can be tasked to be gentle, sincere, wise, and intellectual, but one can be obsessive, unbalanced, plotting, and or aggressive. Success and or recognition can be had within the sciences, the arts, and or research. Honors and dignity can be awarded, okay? Just like I said, be mindful of who you're dealing with within relationships, because behind the scenes, they can be unbalanced, plotting, and aggressive, okay? Even if it's a Libra or Pisces that you're dealing with who has placements between 9 and 15 degrees, or if you have Libra and or Pisces placements between 9 and 25 degrees, between 19 and 25 degrees. Let me say that again. If you have placements between 19 and 25 degrees of Libra and or Pisces, or are dealing with someone who does, that person can be unbalanced, plotting, and or aggressive. So just be mindful of that. Thanks for sticking around for the daily astrological update. Check my Facebook page at author E-Ray Taronic for a more detailed astrology and the written astrology in the morning. Bye now.